And welcome to Indecision 84 with your host, Morty Scraper and Ted Crumple. Ted?
Mr. Reagan, you seem rather confident about your chances in this election. How do you really feel?
Got this feeling down deep in the soul that I just can't lose.
Mr. Mondale, why do you really want to be in the White House?
Where else can you do a half a million things all at a quarter to three?
Mr. Mondale, what are your thoughts on Vice Presidential nominee Geraldine Ferraro?
Mrs. Ferraro, what are your feelings about being the first woman vice presidential nominee? Mr. Mondale, what's the first thing you'll do if you win?
We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever.
I understand Vice President George Bush is now on the phone. Mr. Bush, why did you take time away from your busy schedule to call?
I just called to say I love you.
Thank you, Mr. Bush. Mr. Reagan, where do you plan to do most of your campaigning?
Hollywood and the Sunset Strip.
And now with the women's point of view, Morty Scraper.
Thank you, Ted. Mrs. Reagan, do you love campaigning all over the country with your husband?
What's love got to do? Got to do with it.
Mr. Mondale, do you really think Geraldine Ferraro is the best choice for your running mate?
Can't you see her standing there? See how she looks, see how she cares.
The Reverend Jesse Jackson is on the phone. Yes?
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
No.
Mr. Reagan, why do you have this obsession with nuclear weaponry? Now we're talking with Gloria Steinem and a few members of the National Organization of Women. Ladies, how do you feel about 4 more years of a Reagan presidency? Back to you, Ted.
Mr. Reagan, it is rumored that you like to go out and sample the Washington nightlife on occasion. How do you keep from being recognized?
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Mr. Mondale, you realize that President Reagan has some powerful labor backing. Do you have any unions backing you?
Mr. President, in the event of a nuclear war, what would happen to the Russians?
Lights out. Blast, blast, blast.
Mr. Reagan, Alexander Haig is on the phone and would like to speak with you.
Mrs. Ferraro, does it bother you having your financial situation investigated?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Well, we're just about done. Mr. Mondale, do you have any message for President Reagan?
Can't go wrong thinking nothing's wrong.
And Mr. Reagan, do you have any final thoughts for Mr. Mondale?
Wake me up before you go to.
This has been Indecision 84. Thank you and good night.